Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on Shakespeare's goriest play, otherwise known as Titus Andronicus. Or switch that around. Anyway, today we get to hear from Titus himself in Act 5, Scene 2. Now remember, he's not doing so well because his family, he only has 2 kids left of like 26, and one of them was banished and has raised an army amongst the Goths that is going to come back and destroy Rome. And the other one is his daughter Lavinia, who no longer has hands or a tongue, and she was raped repeatedly prior to losing hands and tongue. So he was recently asking the gods for help, but also sort of under the guise of maybe he's going insane, but maybe he also has some sort of plan to get back at Chiron and Demetrius and by proxy Tamara for what they have done to his family. But Tamara is of the mind that he is insane. Actually, his brother Marcus is of the mind that Titus is insane as well. But Tamara thinks that Titus is crazy at this point and has said to Saturnius, the emperor, that she'll take care of this. She'll invite him to a parley. She'll actually invite him to a parley at his own house, whatever, so that she can talk to him and smooth things over. But what she has really done is she has dressed herself up as the personification of revenge and dressed up her kids, Chiron and Demetrius, as the personifications of rape and murder. And they have gone over to Titus's house to be like, we're here to help you. I'm revenge, and I can take revenge on all of your enemies, because that's what I do. And Titus is like, wow, you look strikingly like the Empress. And she's like, no, I'm revenge, and I'm going to help you. So he's like, really, like, you're revenge, and you're here to take revenge on my enemies for me. And she's like, yes, come down, come outside and talk to us, and we'll make everything right for you. We'll take revenge for you. And Titus responds by saying, do me some service ere I come to thee. Lo, by thy side where rape and murder stands, now give some assurance that thou art revenge. Stab them, or tear them on thy chariot wheels, and then I'll come and be thy wagoner and whirl along with thee about the globes. Provide thee 2 proper palfreys as black as jet to hail thy vengeful wagon swift away and find out murder in their guilty cares. And when thy car is loaden with their heads, I will dismount, and by the wagon wheel trot like a servile footman all day long, even from Epton's rising in the east until his very downfall in the sea. And day by day I'll do this heavy task, so thou destroy rapine and murder there. So he's challenging this, and you might say at this point, when he's remarking, oh wow, you look strikingly like the Empress, that he actually knows that this is the Empress. He knows that this is Tamara, but he's trying to play along so that she'll still think that he's crazy. Like, if you want to take that angle of it, you can. Because in this particular monologue, he says, hey, revenge, kill, rape, and murder. Because in fairness, rape and murder are things that have happened to his family recently, so it makes sense that he would want those things to go away. But he's like, if you're here to revenge, kill those 2 right by you. Which, if he's not crazy, he's saying, Tamara, kill your own sons, because that also serves Titus's purposes at this point. But he's like, if you do that, I will provide you with the wagon and the horses, and we will go and we will find all the murderers and fill up a cart with their heads, and I will be the footman to revenge for the rest of my days, as long as you kill, rape, and murder, standing there right by you. And Tamara is like, but these are my henchmen. They do my bidding. And he's like, really? Those are your henchmen? So, okay. Well, all right. It's amazing that your henchmen look strikingly like Chiron and Demetrius, and you really do look like the Empress, but all right, I'll come outside and I'll talk to you. So he disappears for a moment, presumably while he's going from like some window through the house to come out the door. And Tamara's like, we fooled him. He thinks that I'm revenge, and isn't this funny? And what we're going to do is we're going to butter him up, and then we'll figure out some way to, get in touch with Lucius, and then I'll be able to, when we're talking to Lucius, get the Goths to hate him and turn against him, so then we don't have an army of Goths that we have to deal with anymore. We'll all take care of it. And isn't this great that Titus is buying this whole thing? And then Titus comes back outside where they are, so they're now in the same physical space, and he's like, you really do look like the Empress, and they really do look like the Empress's sons. But okay, if you're here as revenge and rape and murder, like, what do we do first? And they're like, tell us, what is your bidding? Because we're here to get revenge for you. So what is your bidding? And we will get to hear Titus's bidding tomorrow. I'll see you then. Mwah.